Michella Chester for NCAA Digital with the Week 2 college football playoff rankings. Let's get right into it. Georgia is now the #1 team in the nation after last week's win over then #1 Tennessee. The Dogs are now the sole undefeated team left in the SEC following the battle of the unbeatens. Georgia's defense sacked Tennessee quarterback Hendon Hooker 6 times and quieted one of the most prolific offenses in the nation. Tennessee drops to #5 with the loss. That's just the beginning though. Numbers 1, 4, and 6 all went down last week, and the top 10 has a major makeover. Ohio State struggled offensively against Northwestern in windy conditions, but pulled out the win, and they hold on to the #2 spot this week. Michigan moves into the top 4 at #3 after a win over Rutgers. They trailed at halftime before outscoring the Scarlet Knights 38-0 the rest of the way. TCU was notably ranked below a one-loss Alabama last week. This week, they're up to #4 as they remain undefeated on the season. So that means the top 4 is made up of 4 unbeaten teams as the committee gave TCU the nod over Tennessee. Oregon moved up to #6, still just one loss on the season, but a 46-point loss at that to the top-ranked Bulldogs in the season opener. As for those 2 huge upsets last week, LSU took down Bama to hand them their 2nd loss of the season, essentially knocking them out of the conference title and CFP conversation in a world where a 2-loss team has yet to make the playoff. The Tigers jumped to #7 with the win. Both LSU and Georgia have the potential to lock in their spots in the SEC title game next week. Bama fell to #9 with the loss, 1 spot below a 1-loss USC. Our second huge upset came from Notre Dame taking down Clemson, last week's #4 team. The Tigers plummeted to #10 with the loss, and Notre Dame entered the rankings with the win at #20. A few other notes before we go. Tulane is up 2 spots to #17. The Green Wave are now 8-1 in the driver's seat for a New Year's 6 bowl game. That race gets more interesting though with a matchup against #22 UCF this weekend, as well as Cincinnati on November 25th. That's it for this week. I will be back on Tuesday for our 3rd CFP ranking reveal.